Well, John, your reflections on a 3-0 defeat to West Brom at Fratton Park?
A difficult one to reflect on straight away after the game. I think is the emotion of the game. The first 45 minutes we were excellent. We got undone by a bit of naive defending. Furlong taking the quick throw and then getting done in behind is just one of those things that we'd pinpointed all week, and we didn't actually manage to switch on and do it. And then after that, I thought we were really good. And the only criticism I had of the boys in the first half, I think, was that we didn't punish them. We didn't actually get the equaliser or possibly go ahead, because we certainly had the chances to do it, and we were camped in West Brom's half. I think the second half was a bit of a different game. It was a bit more open. West Brom caught us a couple of times and a couple of really good finishes, and I don't think the scoreline reflects the game overall. And I think if the lads play as well as they did, especially in the first half, I think we'll get plenty of results.
Say about the scoreline not reflecting the action out there, would you say that's partly down to that decision at the end, the free kick going in?
Marlon just wins the ball. I can't understand what the referee was thinking there, and I think that reflected the whole afternoon without saying too much and getting myself in trouble. I thought it was a really, really poor refereeing performance.
Obviously disappointing to see the opening goal just a minute in, but how pleased are you that the lads could bounce back like that and perform as well as they did?
It was real disappointing we conceded the goal in that manner. I think when you play against a side like West Brom, there are going to be times when they beat the press or they carve you open because they've got such good players and playing with such a good style. But to concede the goal like we did, really disappointing, to be honest. But yeah, really pleased with the reaction to that, and really pleased with how difficult we made life for the opposition in the first half. And again, I'd say we just didn't manage to put the ball in the back of the net and convert some of those chances we had.
What did you say to the boys at the break?
More of the same, really. We just want that aggression. We want to stay high, stay front-footed. I thought we pressed really well. I thought we had a couple of really good chances from the press, and it was much better in possession as well. We were much braver, and we did create in the final third, unlike a couple of weeks ago. And just didn't put the ball in the back of the net. But it was just keep going, more of the same. It's a tough one because the game ends 3-0. But I think the boys deserved a bit more than that. How
frustrating is it for you that perhaps that first half performance can be reflected and mirrored in that second half?
Yeah, it's probably one of those where it's a bit of a cliche, but you do need to take your chances when they come to you, and we needed to be a bit more clinical and a bit more ruthless because, I think they had a chance to regroup at half-time and made it very difficult for us. So, one of those things that is disappointing, albeit we came out in the second half and we still had a bit of pressure, still had chances. I thought it was a bit more of an end-to-end game, and we didn't manage to get anything from some of the opportunities we created.
Debut for Josh Murphy on the left. What did you make of his performance?
I thought it was outstanding. I thought it was a constant threat. It was disappointing we had to take him off. Not had to, but it was much more about protecting Josh. It was the first time that he's played for Portsmouth in a competitive game, and he's been out now since that Charlton game, so we didn't want to take the risk, but I thought it was outstanding.
And Tom McIntyre came in. What did you make of him?
I thought Tom was outstanding as well. I thought to come in from being out for 7 months altogether and to put in as solid a performance as he did was really pleasing. Again, we just brought him off to protect him.
And obviously, Shock's not in the squad today. What's the latest there?
He's still struggling with that calf injury. It's been a real source of frustration for us, and hopefully we'll have him back next week.
And a lovely moment in the second half as well, as you could bring Regan Paul back onto the pitch. How pleased are you for him?
Yeah, it's been great to have him back in the fold. We're really keen to get him minutes and to be able to bring him on and to get him back here after what I think is sort of 9-10 months worth of rehab. It's going to make a big difference for us with having Regan back.
That first half a real positive to take and certainly something to build on. So, what's the next step, do you think, for this team?
I think building on that, it's a really interesting one because we've come away pleased with the performance, but we've lost 3-0, and we've got to be realistic about that. We have to know that at this level, if you make the tiniest mistake, then you do get punished, and if you don't take your chances at the other end, then they're maybe not going to be as free flowing as they were in the first half. So I think we've got to make sure that we come out of this positively, but we've also got to be very, very realistic about what we need to do better. And I think that's the message, positivity, but a lot of realism, because we have to improve, we have to get better, we have to make sure that when we do go into these games, we come away with better results than we did today.